All right, welcome back to Wolf Dog Empire. Visiting Outfitter. This one comes around. Let me put in the comments. Let me know. Does this thing come around every 2 months, or every 3 months, or every 4 months? I believe this is the second time around. This is April 2025, and so it'll show you. And everybody's list here is different depending on which heroes you have. And I'll show you at the bottom here some of the hero costumes that I already have. Let's get up to the 5 stars. So I do have like the Marjana costumes. I already have the Freya costume. I have Poseidon's costume. I didn't level him up too much, so I kind of stopped leveling him up for now. I do have the June costumes. Krampus costume I have. Ariel costume I have. Killhair costume I have. Hail costume I have. Jabberwock costume I have. Guardian Panther costume. Guardian Kong costume. I do have the costume for Vivica. Sartana. I do have the costume for Rock. And Rock's costume is very special because it just makes him a lot better with the costume, and also usable. Like without the costume, base Rock is not that good. I wouldn't even level up base Rock unless you have a costume. And Finley, I have the costume there. The first costume outfitter, I did get Gazelle. I think she's useful with the costume. Without the costume, she's not that good, and I did want more yellows. And so I did get the costume for Guardian Gazelle. I do have the costumes for Liana, Horkhall. I do have the costume for Leonidas. All the way to Tomb. No, Glass. All the way to Glass. Yep, I have all the way to Glass. And he's the only Glass hero I have. Okay, so here we go with the ones that I don't have, that are in my roster, but I don't have a costume for. So everybody's lists of heroes are different. Okay, so Magni I would not do because I will try to get Magni with like glass costumes in the costume chamber. Is Sarnia costume chamber. Obakon, I will try to get him in the costume chamber. Same thing for Elkanen. Natalia, I would consider, but not really strong considerations. But she's definitely one that I would consider in the future. So like this one's costume out. I mean, costume chamber. So I wouldn't. So the ones that I would get, because I would leave the costume chamber ones out of this costume outfitter situation, I would consider Natalia, Mitsuko, Lepiota, costume chamber. I will consider Norns, Fenrir, costume chamber, Bera, Sif, Morel, Mother North, Scotty, Lord Loki, Tarlac, Phileas Fogg, and Kullervo. So those are the ones that I would consider because they're not in the costume chamber. It's about 14 of those. I believe I counted them at 14. The strong considerations would be the ones I use in War, and then the ones that I use for Titans and Mythic Titans. So that is War. I use them for Titans also, but what I'm trying to say is mainly for War. Phileas Fogg for Mythic Titans. Lord Loki for war, Mother North for war, and Norns for Mythic Titans. So those are the ones that I have the strongest consideration for. Like I would love to get a stronger morale so he can be useful, but not important yet. Tarlac I use against Titans, but not super important. Scotty to make her more useful, but I don't use her in war that often anymore. Sif, I would like to make her more useful by getting a costume for her. Her costume is a lot better than the base, but I don't use her for war right now. And so I wouldn't consider her for this time around. Bera, I would like to get her to be more useful. I don't use her in war right now, but I should, but I don't. Even for the minion wars, I kind of go for more stronger heroes instead of this one. Um, I just not gonna consider her for this war here. But there's heroes here that I would like to get costumes for in the future. But you can only use this costume outfitter once every time it comes around. So the ones that I will strongly consider would be Kullervo, because I use them for Titans and War. Mother North, I use her for War, pretty much almost every war. And Lord Loki, I would like to get him the costume to make him stronger, because I do like to use him against what's that hero that is it Annabelle? No, Bernadette. Bernadette. I would like to use Lord Loki against Bernadette, and I would just like to make him stronger. So I would like to get Lord Loki's costume. I will be very happy if I can get Lord Loki's costume. Now, which one do I would consider getting all three of these in the next three costume outfitters. As the costume outfitters appear, you do have more costumes available based on how old those costumes are. And so there might be more heroes in this list that are even just as good as these or even better. So even though I have these three now, the next costume outfitter, even if I choose one now and I have two left, next time around I might actually have more, like maybe Holda. I have Holda and Holda's costumes out there. So maybe Holda will be in this list and I might consider her. Well, she's a healer. Well, we'll see. I have a lot of healers. That's the thing about me. I have a lot of healers, which is one of the reasons why Tarlac is not a big one for me. But you might consider Tarlac for yourself. I use him against Titans, but I don't feel like he dies that often against Titans, so I don't really need to get him stronger. And there's other costumes that are just for heroes that are better that I actually use in war also. But Tarlac is almost good enough that I would use him in war. I just have a lot of healers, and his costume, the whole thing is instead of getting 100% normal attack, he gives you only 80%, but he boosts health up front instead of doing this regen over 4 turns, because you'll boost even more than that HP. So he gives it to you all at once at the beginning, so he has less chance of dying. So costume is important as a boosted healer. It's not a lot of boosted healing, but sometimes it'll save your team. So, but some people would consider Tarlac costume. I just would not consider him just yet. He would be maybe 7 to 10 costumes away from my top. So I definitely think that my top three will be Kullervo, Lord Loki, and Mother North. So all three of these are good. Like one of those things is like I would maybe I'll go like one for Mother North, and then two for Lord Loki, just because I need them against Bernadette, um, and then maybe three for Kullervo. So maybe I will do like one, two, three this way, but we'll have to see what costumes come up in the next two costume outfitters. And so today, I did get costume Gazelle on the first costume outfitter, and I really did consider taking Mother North costume instead of Garden Gazelle, but I chose Garden Gazelle because to me, Mother North is usable for Rush Wars and regular wars. She's usable with the base, and Garden Gazelle is not that good base anymore, but the costume is very usable. So I went with Garden Gazelle, and she's yellow, and I was trying to up my teams to try to have three attack teams in war that are mostly yellow. So I wanted Garden Gazelle for that, and so then Mother North didn't get a costume yet for me, but today I think I'll get Mother North costume, and then maybe Lord Loki's next, and then I'll consider core level for a future one. So today, let's go get Mother North. And so here's the base. So she recovers 30% health for all allies. She is slow. Each defeated ally has 50% chance to revive with 10% HP, and she summons an elf minion for each ally with 10% HP, 10% attack inherited from the caster. And with the costume, each defeated ally has 55% chance to revive instead of 50, and 15% HP instead of 10. So she's already really good there. The elf minion with 10% HP, 10% attack, inherited from the caster is the same. And all allies regen 612 HP over 4 turns, where the base is did a recovery of 30% for all allies up front. So there you want to go with, do you want a healer or do you want a reviver? You want a reviver, you will go with Costume of the North. If you want to use her as a healer with a still good chance to revive, 50% is still really good. Um, you could still go with base. Um, so some people might go with, let me see, this one heals and then she revives. So the one that she revives won't get the healing because they were not alive yet, but she gives a full 30% health for all allies up front instead of that regen. But I might even go with using the costume as my main because she'll revive first, then she'll heal, and even though it's less HP, it's still healing. So I I would I might consider um, using the costume. Which one do you prefer? Put in the comments which one do you prefer, the costume or base. But you should definitely um, get up the costume bonus. Get this up to 8 and get this up to 480, and so you can get these nice bonuses there. So even if you like the base, that's fine. Up the costume to 8 here and 480 here, so you can get these bonuses for whichever version you're trying to get. So with that said, I'm gonna get Mother North's costume. There it is. Alright, thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. You can use it once. Now it says sold out. We appreciate subscribes. We appreciate likes. And I'll see you next time here at Wolf Dog Empire. Let me know in the comments which costume you would choose this time around. I understand that it depends on your roster. Everybody's roster is different. Which costumes you already have is different from the costumes that other people already have. Some people already have costume Mother North, so of course they wouldn't be getting her here, but I didn't have it, so I'll get it here. Other people are talking about they would get like Guardian Kong's costume. I already have it. They would get uh, Guardian Panther's costume. I already have it. So we're all in different situations here, but you can put in the comments which costume you got the first time around and which costume you got this time around. All right, I'll see you next time here at Wolf Dog Empire.